Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. This is Laura with Stitching with Laura. How's everybody doing? I hope everyone is having a great Friday. Well, today as you can see we have another unbagging. That means we have a review. So let's find out what is in the bag. There's a little bitty niche here, but I don't think it's gonna cause any problems or issues. We'll just have to see. It happens. Alright, we have a Joy Sunday kit. Get rid of the bag. This kit comes from the Fansells store, and it is 103 by 58. It was $25.26. So let me take it out of this huge Joy Sunday bag. It's like, oh, geez. Some days, some things are just really in there. This might require its own bag. It is a 14 count. Let me put that up there. I did write its name on there, so I know exactly what's going on. Let me flip this. Oh my goodness. It is called Autumn Scene in Lotus Pond. But I just liked all the yellows and the oranges and the reds. I love those flowers along here. So we'll see how bright and vivid, it really is. We'll just have to kind of play it by ear. But yeah, I just thought this was different from anything I'd seen as far as color-wise goes. Wish they'd thrown a couple koi in there, but that's just me. Now we have a different kind of a booklet. It is in 18 parts. It is 522 stitches by 275 stitches high. We have a total of 54 colors. And, nope, 60 colors. I'm looking because I've never seen this. I don't know, have y'all ever seen it like that? Very Chinese. I mean, it's not written in English. So that's kind of different. I'm looking to see if it's just straight cross stitch from what I'm seeing. Yep. So let's take a look at the colors. Note 310 black. I guess what I'm saying is it's just cross stitch, no back stitch or half stitch. Weird. Alright, back to the colors. I'm sorry, I got distracted. So we have lots of oranges, greens, and reds. I'm not seeing, maybe 606 I think I've had. It's kind of an orangish red. No 823, no 939, no 3371, or 3865, or B5200. So, like I said, these colors running down here are supposed to simulate the thread color. Does that make sense? So the darkest we have is 934, which looks like it's a dark green, maybe kind of a muted brown here at 938. We do have that 3799, which is a pewter color. You're going to need something dark for these shadow areas. But very nice pattern. Very well printed. So there aren't two sets of the numbers. The numbers on the paper pattern match the paper pattern, not the canvas. So this is quite different. Quite different. Look at those flowers. Oh my goodness. Gonna have some shading in this. And let's get to the threads. I pull everybody out. It does not look like the canvas has been wet. That's good. So you have 2 needles. You have 2 more bits of thread. So we have kind of a burnt orange, like a dark medium, dark medium, burnt orange, and a green. I'm just gonna see if I can pry that off of there and just set it aside for the time being. Does come on the good thread card. But we have lots of oranges. There's even some blue in this. So that'll go well together. Even some pinks. There's that pewter color that I was talking about. Here's one of your darker browns. This one's more of a reddish brown over here. And lots of greens. And reds, or red tones, shall I say. There's a very bright, vivid, like an orangish red. And over here, we have, trying, kind of a muted greens. Those three, they kind of have more gray tone to it. Bright orange. There's no 666 red. We do have 814 and 816, which are shades of brick red. Look at all that purple. Yumminess. Yummy, yummy, yummy. So we have the yellow and the purple that go together, the red and the greens that go together, and the blues and the oranges. So just beautiful, beautiful colors. Gorgeous. A plethora of reds and oranges, basically. So yeah, I just thought this was different. Let me fold that all up so everybody goes together. That is a heck of a wad of threads. Holy cow. Yep. Just lovely. Just lovely. Alright, are you ready for the canvas? It is a partial. See this white part? You do not have to do that. And it is quite wide this way. We're just going to measure this while we got this laying here, because once I lay it out, it is serged all the way around. Coming across, looks like 58.5 centimeters or 23 inches. And the actual up and down is 20 inches or 51 centimeters. But kind of dark. I don't know. Has anybody else ever seen this pattern? I have never seen this pattern. It's very... Oh God, hang on. They'll be folding and wrestling. We're alligator wrestling again. And there's how big, or you know, stitch-wise, 522 by 276. And that is just too weird. Huh. But it is a very dark pattern, very dark Lee pattern. But, I mean, it's still legible. It's just dark. Holy cow. And talk about your confetti. There are some bigger spaces, but don't count on that being for too long. Trust me. You know, like up in the sky, big space here, but when you get down in the trees and everything else, it's a total confetti. I'm going to try to... Sorry. Try to measure this across. We'll see. That is, if I can get it there and hold it at the same time. Some days you need 5 arms. Alright, it is 103 centimeters or 40.5 inches across. Actual size is... Come on. 94 centimeters or 37 inches. But what I was saying was weird. Usually at the top of a joist Sunday, I'm still talking and moving this at the same time. If I set this down, it'll just spring up everywhere. Usually on a joist Sunday, they have at the top the name of the kit and the product number, but I'm just seeing a product number here. Yeah, I don't see a name anyplace else. And while we have this here, I will show you that it has a nice, great big key. Just absolutely lovely in size. Very easy to see all the symbols. And they run all the way across the bottom. And of course, you can add as much back stitching to this as you want, whatever suits you. So yeah, just stunning. But yeah, sometimes with Joy Sunday, it goes from darkest of dark, losing my voice, sorry, to the lightest of lights. Sometimes there's just no happy medium, but yeah, I think this is just going to be beautiful. Very well printed. I just can't get over how dark it is. It's hilarious. Because I've been stitching on one that is one of those lighter of lights. And I struggle to see the symbols, but not here. So this will be good on something this big. So I think I'd start up here and start working this tree in all those reds and oranges. It just looks, to me, like the easiest part to start. Or you could start down there in those flowers in that corner. But we will start this today, of course. You know how that goes. And that will be at 1 Mountain Standard Time, USA. So do drop in and come stitch with me this afternoon. Wow, that's a lot of thread for 14. Blows me away. You don't think about the size. And that, to me, it's pretty much full coverage except for that one part that I showed you up there in the sky. It's like, I don't know why they just didn't throw one more color in, and yeah. Never mind. I don't get to design these things. I'm sorry. Thank you, Fansells, for sending me this gorgeous, gorgeous kit. Love all those colors. They're bright, they're vivid, they're in your face. Yeah, so it'll be interesting to see how that all turns out. Now, Fansells does have diamond painting, cross stitch, and paint by number. They have tools and crafts for all of that. They always have great prices, great specials. Speaking of specials, I forget to say that in the beginning. Sometimes I just get too carried away and forget. If they have any specials or if I have any discount codes, it'll be in the beginning and in the description box below. Do check them out. They always have great customer service. Thank you for watching, everyone. I appreciate each and every one of you. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and please hit the bell. That way you'll know when my next video comes out. Stay safe, stay healthy. We'll see you next time. God bless. Bye-bye.